Students, will continue with our third lesson in biology, that is heredity and variation. As you remember, in our previous lecture we have studied about Mendel. Mendel is called as father of genetics. Why Mendel is called as father of genetics? Because he is the first one who studied the inheritance of characters from one generation to next generation. Therefore, Mendel is called as father of genetics. For his research work, Mendel selected pea plant, which is also called as Pisum sativum. Now, why he selected pea plants? Because pea plants has bisexual flowers which can be self-pollinated as well as cross-pollinated. In addition to that, pea plants shows various characters such as height, color of seed, shape of seed, color of pod, shape of pod, color of flower, position of flower or location of flower. So these all are the characters which are studied by Mendel. We'll see the diagram also. These are the different characters which were studied by Mendel. The pea plant shows two types of seeds, round and wrinkled seeds. The color of the seeds, either it may be yellow or it may be green. These are the pods of pea plant. The shape of pod, it can be inflated. See this side. Either it can be inflated or it can be constricted. The color of the pod, it can be green or it can be yellow. The flowers or the color of the flower of pea plant, it can be purple or it can be white. The location or position of flower in pea plant, it can be axial, that is in the axis, or it can be terminal, that means they can be present at the top. Plant height or stem height of pea plant, either it can be tall or it can be short, or it is also called as dwarf. So all these are dominant, whereas the one which is present on the lower side, all these are recessive. So these are the characters that are studied by Mendel. Now we have to study some terminologies, and these terminologies are called as genetic terminology. Now genetic terminologies are very important to understand this lesson, because until and unless we know the genetic terminologies, our concepts won't be clear. But for that, first of all, we must know what does the word genetic means. The word genetics means, or genetics is a branch of biology which deals with heredity and variation. The term genetics, it was given by, or it was coined by a scientist called as William Bateson. So this is about genetics. Heredity, we must know the word heredity or what does it means. Heredity in Marathi we call it as Anuvanshikta. Heredity can be defined as the transmission of characters from one generation to next generation. And this is what it was studied by Mendel. Variations. What are variations? Variations are differences among the individuals. For example, the offsprings of a parent cannot look like or do not exactly look like or resemble like its parents. That is called as variation, and these variations are also useful from the point of view of evolution, because variations are responsible for evolution. Now coming back to genetic terminologies. Now these genetic terminologies, these are many in number. We'll study them one by one. The first genetic terminology is called as character. What is character? Character is nothing but the different characteristics which are shown by the plant. So these are the 7 characters which were studied by Mendel. So these all are called as character. But how to define it? Character is nothing but a specific feature of an organism. For example, height of plant, color of seed, shape of pod, and so on. So these all are called as characters. Coming to the second trait, coming to the second genetic terminology, it is called as trait. Now what is trait? Trait can be defined as an inherited character and its detectable variant. Detectable variant means these traits can be seen with our naked eyes. For example, these are the characters, but each character, it has 2 alternative forms. For example, height of plant. For height of plant, the plant can either be tall or it can be dwarf. So tallness and dwarfness, these are the traits of the character. What is character? Height of the plant is the character, and tallness and dwarfness, these are the traits. So what is trait? Trait is an inherited character and its detectable variant. The next terminology is, it is called as factor. Now what is factor? In our previous lesson also we have discussed about factor. Factor is a unit of heredity. For what Mendel used to call it as particle which is present in the organism, and this particle, it is responsible for inheritance and expression of character. Factor, it is nothing but a particle which is responsible for inheritance and expression of character. The next terminology, it is called as gene. Gene is the next genetic terminology. Now how will you define gene? Gene is a particular segment of DNA which is responsible for inheritance and expression of character. Now when Mendel was doing his research work, the term gene was not invented. It was invented later on. But this gene and factor both are same. Gene is also responsible for inheritance and expression of character, whereas factor is also responsible for inheritance and expression of character. So now we come to know that gene and factor both are same. For gene only, Mendel used to call as factor. Then comes the next terminology, and the next terminology is called as alleles. So alleles, they are also called as allelomorphs. Alleles are also called as allelomorphs when 2 or more alternative forms of a given gene are responsible for expression of character, then they are called as alleles. Now these alleles, they occupy identical loci, loci means position, on the homologous chromosomes, that is similar chromosomes. So these alleles, these are responsible for the character. Then comes the next terminology, and the next terminology is called as dominant. Now what do we mean by dominant? Dominant means when an allele expresses itself in presence of an alternative allele, then it is called as dominant. Or in other words, we can say that the allele that expresses itself in F1 generation is called as dominant. The gene which expresses itself is called as dominant gene, whereas the character which expresses itself is called as dominant character. So dominant means the one which expresses itself in first generation is called as dominant. Then comes the next terminology, which is called as recessive. Recessive is exactly opposite to dominant. Dominant, they express themselves in F1 generation, whereas recessive, they do not express themselves in F1 generation or in the presence of an alternative allele. Then, does it mean that recessive characters do not express? No, it's not like that. They do express themselves, but they express only in the presence of another identical allele, which means recessive characters cannot express in heterozygous condition, but they can express themselves in homozygous condition. The next character or the next terminology is called as phenotype. Phenotype, it is nothing but the external appearance of an individual for any trait. The external appearance or characters which can be viewed with our naked eyes are called as phenotypes. For example, height of the stem. In height of the stem, we can see that the plant, it can be tall or it can be dwarf, and these can be seen with our naked eyes. That means these are observable characters. Hence it is called as phenotype. And then comes the next terminology, which is called as genotype. Genotype is the genetic constitution of an organism with respect to a particular trait. Phenotypes can be seen, but genotypes, they cannot be seen. And genotypes, they are represented by, if we take an example for shape of seed. Now we know that the phenotype for shape of seed is, it is round or wrinkled. That can be seen with our eyes. But capital R, this is homozygous condition. This represents the genotype for round seeds. Capital R, small r, this is heterozygous genotype for round seed itself. Whereas these two small r, these are the genotypes for wrinkled shape of seed. So this is called as genotype. That means genotype is the genetic constitution of an organism with respect to particular trait. Now if we see in this chart, see on this side, all these are nothing but the characters of the pea plant. These all are the traits of the pea plant, which are also called as phenotypes, and this is their genetic constitution, which is called as genotype. For the character height of plant, their traits will be tall and dwarf. The genotype for tallness can be represented in homozygous condition as well as heterozygous condition. But for dwarfness, there is only one condition, that is homozygous condition. Similarly, for color of seed, its trait will be yellow or green. Again, one thing you have to remember, out of these traits, which is dominant and which is recessive? Yellow is dominant and green is recessive. And the genotypes for yellow is 2 capital Y. Then the next genotype is capital Y, small y. And for green, the genotype is small y. And so on for the remaining characters. So this chart, you have to learn it by heart so that you can understand the concepts very clearly. Thank you.